Hello guys, what is happening? The market has absolutely took a free fall today. I just could not believe the moves in the market today. I haven't seen anything like this in 6 years. It was the sheer speed after that CPI print, and we're going to go through what is happening today and the consequences of what is happening. So the thing is, obviously today the CPI came in slightly hotter than expected, especially on the core, which is what the Fed focuses on when it comes to raising rates. And that just turned the market, flipped it upside down. So the Nasdaq was up nearly 1% going into that. And then when I looked at it after, it was down 2% straight away. Just an insane amount. And you know, I got out of a Nasdaq short position yesterday at virtually break even, and that was really tough going against my emotions and my psychology yesterday, because it was telling me hold on to it. And I know when my mind tells me to do things like that, I need to do the opposite of that when it comes to investing, trading, everything like that. You need to move down the path of most resistance, not down the path of least resistance like everybody tells you. So anyway, I liquidated that. I knew it was risky going into the CPI print because it would be extremely volatile. I got out break even, slight profit. And I just could not believe, you know, the thing is, this could have gone either way as well. And obviously there was a lot of people that were betting on this. And that is what has become evident after the event has unfolded. Just how many people were betting on it coming in lower than expectations, and there was a ton. And the thing is, this tells me that the stock market is in denial. Exactly like the real estate market, we are seeing the same mentality in the stock market. Because why are people buying, hoping, and hope leads you to a hopeless place, that the markets like that the CPI print is better than expected? I mean, it's insanely risky to start with, but it just goes to show. And that's why you got such a massive liquidation, which happened all of a sudden. And, you know, I was trading gold at that time, and I couldn't believe the moves I was seeing in gold at that time. And I ended up taking a few small losses in my gold trades, but I had no idea what was going on in the Nasdaq. Had I known, I would not have been trading, because I looked at the Bloomberg and it was just down 2%. I flicked straight onto that. I was like, I need to get back into my short position now. And of course, I didn't want to do it once again. I was battling my psychology, because I was like, I don't want to get back into that trade. I want to wait until there's a retracement or something like that. But the stock market is not a supermarket. You cannot wait for discounts. You have to, again, like I said, go down the path of most resistance, which was getting back into the position. So I got back into the position, and obviously the market continued to collapse, and it barely retraced all day. There was not a retracement to be seen. So it turns out it is what it is. But the thing is, I could still be stopped out in this trade, and that's not what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you the psychology around what I did. I'm more about the process. I have no idea what the market is going to do afterwards. But I am all about the process. As long as I am doing the process, sticking to my rules, then that's good enough to me. So anyway, this stock market, absolutely nuts and insane move. So I'm just going to pull up now Yahoo Finance, and I'll just show you this real quick. I'm not going to keep this a long one. It's just insane. So for start off, let's look here. You've got the S&P TSX, which is Canada. That's down 1.71%. The S&P 500 is down 4.32%. That is actually the worst day for the S&P since 2020. Just think about that. The momentum it took today. And it wasn't that there was massive, enormous amounts of volume, because there wasn't actually. It was just nobody was buying. Just insane. The amount of contracts which were going... which was selling was just unbelievable amounts. I just could not believe what I was saying. And who knows what's going to happen after that? It's like I said, nobody really knows. We only really know the probabilities of what's going to unfold. So the Dow is down 3.94%, which is an insane move. But look at this. The Canadian dollar versus the US dollar down 1.38%. And I'm sure there could possibly even be any more FX movers than that. So you got Tesla and all the usual suspects that are down. Google down significantly. Amazon down 7%. Huge whacking there that these companies have took. It's really interesting. Bonds and treasuries obviously soared, which is sending mortgage rates upwards. It's interesting right now. This is closed, I believe, right now. So I'm not too sure if this is where it closed up. I'm surprised the 30-year actually closed up flat. But if you look at the 5-year, 2.58, the 10-year, 3.42, sorry, 3.58, not 2.58. That's quite the difference. But yeah, the 10-year is at 3.42%, which is just insane. And then we go down and see what's going on here. Silver down 1%. Gold also probably down, I would imagine. Yes. Crude oil up, well, practically flat along with gasoline futures. So just kind of absolutely insane. But the futures, just look at this. 5.44%. The Nasdaq down 5.44%. That is just insane. It undid like the whole week last week in just one day's worth of trading. And let that be a reminder of just how fast these markets can capitulate and collapse. And who knows if this is the actual collapse or whether it continues to stay in a trading range. It's really anybody's guess at this point. But, you know, it's just absolutely insane. So obviously, we know the probabilities are that it's going to continually go down, but does that mean it goes up in the short term and then comes down? That's what we don't really know is going to happen. So the dollar index up 1.47%, near its highs from the other week or the other day. And you've got Bitcoin down 10%, which is just essentially following the Nasdaq. I mean, it's like literally just leverage times 2 on the Nasdaq Bitcoin. And then what are the other currencies doing? The euro, US dollar pair down 1.51%. How did the pound fare? Down 1.61%. Just nuts. Absolutely nuts. So actually, some of the other Western currencies actually fared worse than the Canadian dollar, which has some, and I say some loosely, form of stability from the commodity backing. But if you couple that with a banking crisis, then it's going to be in major trouble. So it's really interesting. And then if we go back up to the debt market was selling off as well. So corporate debt selling off, all selling off apart from this iShares one. Junk debt is now down at 91.55. This is something that you have to keep an eye on because this is all of the zombie companies in here. And we are heading right down. So we bounced a little bit and we are literally heading right back down. So that is not good at all. So the crux of the matter is, guys, the market has took a nosedive today, and it has shown people how fast it can fall. The thing is, it is really clear to me in this case that because the CPI printing came in so hot, and then you had that massive liquidation that happened of positions in things like the Nasdaq, that people are in denial. Is this the end of that of people being in denial? Who knows? We're about to find out. But it is just clear to me that people are in denial. They were hoping that it was going to be, and that's the thing. When you look at the sentiment, I'm not sure it even tells you on here. When you look at the sentiment, it is bullish. It's still bullish, even in this environment. Retail sentiment is bullish. So people in the retail sector, they're bullish on stocks right now. And you always go against that because most people in the retail space lose money. So literally just going against the sentiment, you'll probably win. But anyway, just insane moves in the markets, guys, today. And we will continue to monitor and see what happens as things unfold throughout this. I kind of had to come on here and just talk about it because it really is a massive event. You know, this is the first time the S&P has dropped this much since 2020. So that warrants a live stream for sure. So anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please like it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Take care of yourselves. Peace.